So, after having a fantastic time in Thailand, I now find myself in Cambodia, and I'm currently in the country's capital of Phnom Penh. And to be honest with you, it certainly doesn't measure up in quality to that of Bangkok. This overpopulated, rundown city is just horrible, to be honest. It makes me feel depressed simply being here. It just isn't a great place to be. Everything around me is filthy and there is litter literally everywhere. I need to even be careful where I walk in case I step in bloody human excrement. Everything smells bad here and lacks any sense of infrastructure. The roads do not appear to have any rhyme or rhythm or rules to them and just seem plain dangerous. Even filming this footage was problematic, as I was warned by my hotel staff that my camera would be a huge target for thieves. So even filming today's episode was no fun, and I spent most of my day with an angry look on my face in an attempt to warn off would-be muggers. But when it is all said and done, who needs the real world when we have video games? I can avoid all the nonsense of this city simply by powering up one of my many gaming devices I have taken on this adventure with me. There is nothing like a bit of old retro gaming to serve for a little bit of escapism. It is always an interesting experience to revisit Ghosts and Goblins, for example. No need for me to worry about Cambodian thieves when I am assuming the role of Arthur in this classic game. There is nothing like a good old-fashioned revisit to the demon realm in order to tickle one's gaming fancy. It is always fun massacring waves of monsters using lances, axes and daggers, eliminating everything that stands in your way. Well, it would be good fun killing everything if it wasn't bloody killing me first. Those Venus flytrap things that shoot projectiles, those bloody annoying red devils, those irritating troll things that take a million hits to take down. I seriously have no idea why I like this game at all, really. I find myself subjecting myself to the same pain and punishment and frustration time and time again. The challenge for me has been endless, and I have never even come close to beating this game. However, I still find myself coming back to try and beat this one just one more time. I cannot quite place my finger on what makes this game so playable. Is it nostalgia? Is it the tight controls? Is it the all-round ambience and atmosphere? All I know is playing this game is pretty masochistic, and as good as this game is, you will rarely finish your playthrough in a good mood. You could argue that the insane difficulty is what defines this game and makes it so memorable, but personally I think it is all the game's other qualities in which makes it one of the greats. Basically, I think Ghosts and Goblins could have been even better if the game had something as simple as, say, a life bar. Ghosts and Goblins with a life bar, I say? Let me introduce you to Battle Princess Madelyn. Yeah! What you just saw was the teaser trailer for Battle Princess Madelyn. I have just finished playing through the pre-alpha version of this game, and what I've experienced thus far has been fantastic. So I thought I would share with you what I know about this potential spiritual successor to the Ghosts and Goblins series. According to the Steam description, Battle Princess Madelyn is a game that follows the journey of a young knight in training, Madelyn, and her ghostly pet dog, Fritzy. They set out on a journey to save her kingdom and her family from the clutches of an evil wizard. Set in the vein of classic Ghouls and Ghosts and Wonder Boy 3 The Dragon Trap, their instantly classic and familiar gameplay will transport old school gamers back to their heyday, and the self-adjusting difficulty will allow for even the most novice of gamers to pick up and play this one. Join Madelyn as she battles through graveyards, swamps, castles, the countryside and more. Polished gameplay, breathtaking visuals, jaw-dropping soundtracks and epic adventures await. The game promises to bring us a mix of fast-paced classic arcade action mixed with the adventure elements of classic console games from the golden age of console gaming. The pre-alpha version I have played features amazingly detailed hand-drawn pixel art which is brought to life by the magical lighting of the Unity engine. It is also said that Battle Princess Madelyn will be able to be played through quickly like an arcade game or as a full experience, stopping within towns to help locals. How you play to complete the story will depend on your personal choices. There will also be collectibles hidden throughout the stages for extra rewards and additional hidden stages available to unlock. The game will also feature combo meters for destroying and juggling enemies using 10 different types of weapons. Each stage will also boast 10 unique enemies per level, and your ghostly dog companion Fritzy will gain powers as you progress through the game, allowing you to unlock puzzles and otherwise inaccessible areas of stages. Something else of note, in which was also evident in the pre-alpha version of the game, is that it will feature 2 completely different soundtracks. The game offers a classic arcade FM PCM to set the hectic pacing, or a modern orchestrated to set the mood for the scene. Gamers can pick between the two depending on their own mood and personal preferences. Obviously, looking at this game, the Ghosts and Goblins inspiration is unmistakable, but the rest of the story contributing to this game's development is pretty interesting too. Inspiration for this game came about partly due to a request from the developer's daughter. Basically, the creative director Christopher's daughter, Madelyn, wanted to be in Ghouls and Ghosts and fight the end-level boss who she referred to as Greenhead. Christopher informed his daughter that she couldn't be in someone else's game, but they could make her one that was like it. Madelyn was quick to inform her father that girls can't be knights, and that was a job for boys, which is obviously where the princess element comes into play. Chris's daughter Madelyn apparently loved the first stage of Ghouls and Ghosts, and made her father play it over and over because she wanted to see him fight Greenhead, the shielder boss at the end of the first stage. Luckily for Chris, Ghouls and Ghosts has always been one of his favourite games of all time anyway, so like father like daughter I suppose. Chris also drew further influence, in which he included in the game, by including a story he wrote about his own dog passing when he was only 9 years old. However, despite all of these awesome elements to the game's story, it isn't long at all before these cute beginnings give way to swamps and crypts filled with demons and monsters, similar to that of the Ghosts and Goblins series. With the pre-alpha version of this game, it appears for now that they have not included the ridiculous difficulty of the Ghosts and Goblins series for now. You currently get a nice big fat juicy life bar and can pick up spirit orbs as you slay foe in order to replenish your health. As you fight through the eerie scenery, the game does start getting more challenging though, particularly when fighting that bloody massive skeleton boss thingy at the end of one of the stages. Fritzy acts as an NPC and helps you out on your quest too, as he also attacks enemies for you and can help slow down bosses, adding another new element to the Ghosts and Goblins style experience. So yes, that was what I know about the Battle Princess Madelyn so far, a Ghost and Goblin spiritual successor in which I am very excited about. A Kickstarter campaign has just launched for this game, and if successful, the game will launch on the PC, PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, and of course Nintendo Switch. From what I've played of the pre-alpha demo, Battle Princess Madelyn is shaping up to be a great game in which seems to include all the elements of Ghosts and Goblins I love, while simultaneously leaving out many of the elements that make me want to smash my computer or television screen. Yeah! So yeah, if I survive this trip and manage to one day escape Cambodia, when I eventually get home to England this winter, I shall be looking to play through a full completed version of this game. So I may give you my thoughts on this game again, but for now unfortunately I am still in Phnom Penh, so let's hope my fortunes change next week when I get out of this city. So join me again next week on my next exciting edition of Help, I'm a Westerner, get me out of here. Thank you for watching today's video. I love classic games, and it's nice to see such a charming homage to an arcade favourite in development. Shout outs to Jarrett Tolzien, Mad 8 Productions, Andreas Larsson, Peter Zadorn, Mike Frost, Edward O'Reilly, Andrew Busanski, and all of my other patrons. Thank you for all of your support. Yeah! If you want to be added to this prestigious list, then check out my Patreon page. Ta-ta and farewell.